Hi guys, welcome to your practice. This is just a really nice morning flow, a practice that I probably often do. I'll roll out of bed and kind of land on my mat. So I hope you enjoy it. So come to lay down to start. So any comfortable position. You can lay in a Shavasana shape. You can put a bend in your knees, take your feet wide, let your knees roll to the midline. Just let your awareness start to move more to that internal. If you've just rolled out of bed, often your body has that nice kind of passive surrender energy to it anyway. Deliberately start to make your breath a little bigger, a little more full. Now really filling the ribs through the belly. With every exhale, letting yourself soften and surrender into the floor. Really allowing yourself to be held by the floor and the earth beneath you. As you deliberately take your awareness more inward, it can be a nice time to set an intention for the day. Usually whatever comes to mind first is what's right for you. No pressure. Or if you're just out of bed and you're just thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to my yoga mat, all I want to do is move. That's also fine. A couple more breaths. Draw your knees into the chest. Gently start to roll over your lower back, taking the knees in a circle. Back in the other direction. And then coming to a figure four stretch. So left ankle across the right thigh, gently drawing the shin towards the belly. Feel that heaviness in the upper back, shoulders, back of the head. And release the hands, let that right foot come to the floor, leave the left ankle where it is. And then just let both knees drop to the left. And extend the arms from the shoulders, you can take them into cactus. It's encouraging that length through the front of the body, particularly that right side waist. You now come back to center and then swap sides. Right ankle across the left thigh, drawing that shin a little closer. Me, if I'm rolling out of bed and coming to my yoga mat, it's really important that I start nice and slow. I really let there be a little bit of time and space for me to wake up. And then I open kind of the lower back and the hips for me, they're my tight spots. And release the hands. Again, let the left foot come to the floor. Take the arms wide, drop both knees to the right. Inhale, make your way back to center. You can keep a bend in the knees, feet mat width apart. Just let the knees rock and roll gently side to side. And then extend left leg straight out in front of you. Take your peace fingers around your big toe. Or if your hamstrings are really tight, if you've got a yoga strap, you can use a yoga strap. You might use a piece of clothing, anything that's going to give you that little bit more length. To start with, just press the ball of your foot to the ceiling. Give a little bit of action in this left leg, like you're pressing the back of the leg into the floor and extending and pressing into the ball of the foot. And open the leg just gently, so we're not going to our maximum, just encouraging things to lengthen out. I often take my hand to that frontal hip point so I can get a gauge of if that starts to move. Sometimes as we open out, you feel the hip start to roll up. We want to encourage the hip to stay down. Now come back to center and then take the leg across the body. So swap the hands on the big toe. Tuck your right thumb into the crease where the thigh and the waist meet, and then gently take the leg across the body. Might not move very far. I'm feeling a bit tight today, so I'm not moving so far today. And especially first thing in the morning, we're often a bit tighter, particularly if you've done some higher intensity exercise in the last couple of days. It's important to take that time to stretch, to lengthen out. And of course, the opportunity to return to center. Return to that own inner knowing. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knee, hug it into your chest, then take it a little bit more to the underarm on that same side. And gently release. The right leg straightens out, left foot presses to the ceiling, peace fingers hug the toe, or if you need a strap or a piece of clothing just to make your arm a little bit longer. We'll start with just pressing the ball of the foot to the ceiling. Depending on where you feel tight, sometimes you'll feel this in your hamstrings, sometimes you'll feel it in your calves. And then again, making sure you've got some action in that right leg as you open the left leg. Slowly to the side, again, just coming to start to feel a stretch. Maybe having the right hand on that frontal hip point to get a gauge of if your hips start to move. Inhale, come back to center. Swap your hands on your big toe or on your strap. Tuck your left thumb into that crease where your thigh and your waist meet. Always press down like I'm trying to give myself just that tiny little inch more of waist. And then gently take the leg across the body. Again, it might not move far. Let your body soften into the shape. Keep coming back to the breath. That big inhale, fill the belly up. Exhale, soften something. Navel drawing back gently towards the spine. Inhale, come back to center. Again, hug that knee into the chest and then take it a little more to the underarm on the same side. And then gently release. Draw both knees in. Start to gently rock up and down. It's starting small, slowly getting bigger. It's really nice to massage the spine and the vertebrae this way. And then finally coming up to a comfortable seat. Easy crossed legs. Sit up nice and tall. And then keeping your seat heavy, walk your fingers out in front, and then let your belly, chest and forehead soften towards the floor. So if you're feeling really tight in your lower back, sometimes you'll feel like your hips want to lift. Just gently coax them to stay heavy on the floor. And then let gravity do the rest. So lengthen out the back of the neck. Now lift your gaze. Walk your fingers back to your shins. And then just swap the cross of your legs. So again, sitting up nice and tall. Stay heavy in the hips as you walk your fingertips out, and then let the belly, chest and forehead soften down. It's really normal to feel different or tighter on one side. If one side feels tighter, just breathe into any space that feels like it's tight or that it's holding. And as you exhale, let it soften and surrender. If we can let go, even just the smallest amount. Inhale, lift your gaze. Walk your fingers back to your shins. Release the feet and then come onto all fours. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And then just let yourself move instinctively. So you might feel like you want to snake your spine. Cat-cow might be a nice option. If you've practiced with me before, I'm a big fan of there being fluidity within our body and within our practice. Connecting to what feels good in our bodies, what's going to give us more space, more freedom. And then once again, return to center. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, and then turn the fingers towards your knees, just as best you can. And then we're going to take cat-cow from here. So inhale, lift the gaze, curl up, exhale round. Inhale, exhale. So for most of us in this shape, we'll get a bit more of a release through the wrist extensors, the forearms. The next inhale, come back to center. Just take a couple of rounds of a normal cat-cow inhale. Exhale, round. And then extend the fingers out a little further, make your way into downward facing dog. Taking a couple of moments to be still before you start to move. That might mean you have a bend in your knees, especially in the morning when naturally a bit tighter. And once you've connected to how you feel, what's going on, then you can start to move. Again, let it be really instinctive. Maybe rolling through the hips. Maybe taking a rolling dog, so coming into plank. And then pressing back, lifting the hips. Trying to curl through each vertebrae again, connecting to this sense of fluidity. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, press back downward facing dog. Couple of rounds like this. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, press back. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Inhale, once more, come into plank. Couple of breaths here this time. Draw the belly button towards the spine, hug the lower ribs to the midline. Keep extending the heart forward. Legs are strong. And then release knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. So just lifting the chest, pressing into the tops of the feet. You're going to lift your hands here. Exhale out. Couple of rounds like that. Inhale. Coming a little higher as you feel able. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time take your fingertips out wide of your yoga mat and come onto the edge of your fingers, like little spider fingers. And then inhale again, strong legs press to the tops of the feet as you curl up. And then again, let yourself kind of snake side to side, rolling the shoulders. Staying heavy in the pelvis, lifting up through the soft palate. And then exhale, release. Make your way back, downward facing dog. Slowly walk your fingertips all the way back to your feet, coming into Uttanasana at the back of your yoga mat. Get a little bend in your knees, so you're getting that nice length and space through the lumbar spine. Back of the neck is really long, so you can even shake your head, yes and no. Then interlock the fingers behind you, draw the shoulder blades together and press the knuckles to the sky. Release the hands and slowly roll all the way to stand. And then make your way to the top of your yoga mat. Take weight into your right leg and come into tree pose. So if you're feeling wobbly, you can keep your toes on the floor. Otherwise, bring your foot up to the upper inner thigh. Take your hands first to your heart. Make that right leg strong. Press into all four corners of that right foot. And use that strong press down to rebound energy up. You can be really long and tall through your spine. When you're ready, you can reach fingertips to the sky. Release the hands back to the heart. Turn the left knee to the front of your mat and gently release. Second side. So work evenly. Have that foot in about the same spot as you did on side one. Again, really connect to all four corners of the left foot, pressing firmly down. Get that rebound of energy, lifting and lengthening you up. Once again, reach fingertips to the sky. As you made the shape, keep returning to your breath. It's constant that we have, always can return. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, soften. Once again, hands come to the heart. Right knee turns to the front of the mat and gently release. Give yourself a little shake out if you need to. Hands to the heart. Inhale. Take the palms wide. Exhale, fold. Fingertips to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Release the back knee to the floor. Press down to lift up, low lunge. Couple of breaths here. Bring the hands to the heart. Gentle twist, so left elbow, right thigh. Use the traction of the elbow against that thigh to gently draw the belly away and start to lean the upper body back. Tailbone to the top of the head long. Inhale, bring the gaze back to center. Hands either side of that front foot, coming to runner's lunge. So spread the toes, lengthen the belly out and over. Good morning, hamstrings. Inhale, release that foot. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Back knee releases to the floor, press down to lift up. Low lunge, second side. Then coming into a nice simple twist, hands to the heart, right elbow, left thigh. Again, using the traction, the elbow against the thigh to peel the belly away. Leaning the upper body back. Tailbone to the top of the head, really long. Inhale, come back to center, release the hands. And once again, runner's lunge, second side. Release that left foot to the floor. Step to the top of your yoga mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more round like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. This time, stepping the right foot to the back of the mat first. Release the back knee down, press down, lift up. A couple of breaths here this round. And then again, twist, right elbow, left thigh. Hopefully starting to feel a little bit more open, a little bit more space. Inhale, come back to center. Hands either side of that front foot, runner's lunge. It's always fun to have to shimmy my front heel forward a little bit. And release that foot to the floor. Step back to plank. See if you can lift the back leg and then keeping the hips even. Step straight back. One long line. Exhale, lower. All the way to the mat. Release the toes, press down. Inhale, curl up. And then exhale back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Release the back knee to the floor, low lunge. Bring the hands to the heart, gentle twist. Next, inhale, bring your gaze back to center. Release hands either side of that front foot. Runner's lunge. Spread the toes, lengthen out and over. Release the right foot to the floor. Step to the top of your yoga mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Close down the eyes just for a moment. Noticing the difference where you started to where you are now. The connection between movement and breath. In this space gets a little quieter, a little softer, a little calmer. Let me blink the eyes to open. Inhale, take palms wide. Exhale, swan dive, fingers to the floor. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Press down the ball of the back foot and press down to lift up, crescent lunge. Make your Back leg strong. Keep lifting up out of the hips and lower back. Bring the hands to the heart. Coming into that twist. Left elbow, right thigh. You can really make your back leg as straight and strong as you can, like someone could sit on your back leg. And then use the traction to peel the belly away, lean the upper body back. Tailbone to the top of the head long. Really lengthening into the soft palate. Now bring the gaze to the floor. Release the hands, take weight into the left hand, and then come into side plank, Vashisthasana. Drawing, especially this bottom shoulder, into the socket. Shoulders are stacked, hips and feet stacked. Long line of energy. Release the hands to the floor, come to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back down, facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, draw it through, place it between the hands, press down to lift up, crescent lunge, high lunge. Again, lifting up out of the lower back and the hips, you're not kind of getting this dumping action and the popping of the front ribs. Draw the floating ribs in, make the back leg really strong. Then bring the hands to the heart, twisting. So you make the shape and then really commit to the strength of the back leg as you use the traction of the elbow against the front thigh to curl open. Nearly like you're leaning back in space, you're taking more awareness into the back body. And use your breath to really make the pose come alive. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, navel draws back towards the spine. Literally massaging your organs as you twist and breathe here. It's so good for you. Inhale, bring the gaze back to center, release the hands. Take weight into the right hand this time, coming into Vashisthasana. Again, drawing the shoulder blades, or the arm bone into the shoulder. Shoulders are stacked, feet are stacked, hips are square. Keep lifting the hips towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring the gaze to the floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, curl up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, back. Press back down, facing dog. Bring your knees wide, big toes together. Belly, chest and forehead to the floor, child's pose. Inhale, lift your gaze and come to a comfortable seat. So you can sit Japanese style, you can sit easy crossed legs. It really doesn't matter as long as you can sit with a long spine. So when I suppose I'm setting myself up for the day with a morning practice like this, I often take just a couple of minutes of Nadi Shodhana or alternate nostril breathing. It's really balancing for the nervous system, helps you start your day in that kind of rest and digest, more calm, more peaceful place. So take index finger to your third eye between your eyebrows. Lock your right nostril, inhale through your left. Lock your left and exhale through the right. Inhale right. Lock the right and exhale left. Inhale left. Lock the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Lock the right and exhale left. Inhale left. Lock the left and exhale right. Inhale right. Lock the right and exhale left. So keep that pattern going in your own rhythm with your own breath. Seeing if you can add a space at the top and the bottom of the inhale. So there's an inhale and a pause, and an exhale and a pause. Take one more full round. Ensuring that you finish with an exhale from the left hand nostril. And return your hands to your lap. Just take a couple of moments to notice the effects of that breathing exercise on your body, your nervous system. Bring your hands to your heart, pray namaskar, bowing your head in gratitude to your practice this morning. Remembering to be mindful of our thoughts, as energy follows intention, to be mindful of our words, for there's power in what we speak, and to be mindful of the heart, the power of love and the power of forgiveness. Namaste.